Hi, I'm Angie Schott with Angie Schott Coaching, and I'm wondering if this scenario has ever happened to you. You have the perfect morning routine, the color-coded planner, the motivational podcast queued up, and your goals written down. But if the voice in your head is a negative one, none of this sticks and the day derails. I see this all the time. Women who look put together, who are high achievers, who do everything right, but internally they're exhausted, constantly feeling behind, constantly questioning if they're doing enough, being enough, and becoming enough. But here's the truth no one talks about. You can't build a confident life with a self-critical mind. So today, I want to show you how to rewire the one thing that shapes everything, your inner voice. The voice in your head is your internal narrator, the constant commentary that interprets everything around you. You get constructive feedback? Okay. One person hears opportunity. Another hears I'm failing. Same situation, different voice. That's the voice that shapes your mood before your feet even hit the floor in the morning. And the good news, that negative self-talk can be rewritten. So let's talk about those old scripts and what they sound like, because most of us don't even realize we're running them. Here's a few I hear all the time. I should be further along by now. Once I know this, then I'll feel confident to take action. I'm so overwhelmed with the swirl of what to do, I end up doing nothing at all. What those thoughts really do is drain you. They're a constant sense of you're not enough. You're working hard, but you're going nowhere. Let me give you an example. Last week, I coached a client who said she felt frazzled, had thoughts of anxiety, and her actions reflected that. There was no action towards her goals. I asked her, is this serving you in the way that you wanted it to? And she said no. And then I asked, would you be open to looking at this a different way? And she said yes, of course. So with some coaching, we worked together and reframed that feeling to focused, the thought of believing, and turned her actions into things that actually got accomplished. This was a 30-minute reframe, and she walked away feeling lighter, more empowered in her goals rather than totally overwhelmed. And she was finally ready to get started. We also did something simple. First, she learned to notice that limiting thought, not argue with it, just notice it. Then rewired it, saying, I'm right where I'm supposed to be, and I'm moving forward one aligned step at a time. Within the week, her energy changed. She wasn't rushing, she wasn't spinning, her decisions were calmer, her focus returned. And that's the power of challenging your language. When you shift your words, your emotions follow and your actions start aligning. So let's try it together. Think about a thought you're having around a challenge for yourself. Define the thought with a feeling. What are you feeling? Then what action is this causing you to have? Chances are it's not the one you're looking for. So let me ask you, would you be open to looking at that different? What might be a new, more empowering thought, feeling, and action? And how does that sound now? Here's how you can start that shift for yourself. Step one is just awareness. Catch it. Don't judge it, just notice it. Oh, that's the old me talking. Step two, rewrite it. Swap that line for one that builds you up instead of breaking you down. I should be further along might turn into, I'm right on time for my story. Once I fix it, I'll feel confident, might turn to confidence grows through the doing. Step three, repetition. Your brain learns by repetition and emotion. Every time you catch that old phrase and replace it with a new one, you're carving a new path for yourself. And don't silence the voice, you just retrain it. As a recovering people pleaser myself, I see the pleaser showing up and I know to recognize it and shift it. Remember, this is not a negative or positive emotion. It's just what has worked for you until it didn't anymore. Now, let's be honest, everyone will slip back. That's why I teach something called the setback protocol. That's your contingency plan for when that old voice sneaks in, usually sits like a birdie on your shoulder. And here's how it works. Step 1 is just awareness. Notice the slip. Don't spiral. Name it. Oh, the old voice showed up again. The old me, the old Angie. Step 2 is reset. Ask yourself, how long am I going to stay down before I try again? Decide on that window right now. Maybe it's 1 minute, maybe it's 10 minutes, but choose it consciously and don't let it stretch into days or weeks of self-doubt. Number 3, recommit. Return to your new script. Take one small aligned action. Move. Confidence isn't built by never failing. It's built by shortening the time it takes to rise up again. Everything changes when you stop believing the old voice and start creating a new one. So here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, listen to one script in your head that does not serve you anymore and rewrite it. And when you slip, if you do, use your setback protocol. Decide how long you'll allow yourself to pause, and then you'll be able to rise faster and faster every time you slip. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to choose again. Remember those old choose your own adventure books? Let's choose to write a new story. If this resonated with you, stick around, because this is where we learn to lead our minds before we lead anything else.